So we're just going to look at it from a quote perspective. So if you have a quote already built, which we've got one here, you can see this one's very simple in terms of scale and scope. I've got a couple of images that I'll show you of some more complex things later. You know, here we've got a simple quote. We've got some items in the family room, the kitchen, the backyard, all within a quote. So to do the diagram, we would just go to Overview and to Drawings, and then we just are able to click into a sample diagram. And what you'll notice here is everything that was in our quote is brought up here visually. So if it's in the BOM, it suddenly appears here in the quote, or it suddenly appears here in the interconnects. Okay, we can see all of our items. Now here it's just a, it's a big, sort of catch-all, but we're going to group them accordingly. So what we can do is we can change our layout from horizontal to vertical, however we want to do it. I'm going to keep it horizontal momentarily just for visual purposes. But then we're able to group by. Right now we don't have anything grouped. So group by allows us to group by system. So for example, in this case, I've got some AV, I've got some security, so I can group this by system. All of this is driven from the BOM, by the way. I'm not doing anything there. You can do it by location. So if you know where you're at and what you're doing, you want to see specifically what's going on in locations. You can do it by category. You can do it by signal, which I don't have them selected. But all of those things are available to be able to view by. So this gives you a single point where then you can show what's in the system and see it visually. Now to connect item to item, it really is a drag and drop. So we can connect this and they are now connected. So for our purposes, we can then go in and see the connection point. We're able to go down and dive in as deep as we want to go there. If we want to connect other things, we can do that. So now we can see all of our connection points. Visually, it is now together. We can connect our speakers to our amp. We can see it by location. And then go into, you can then go into and decide, okay, what do I want my connection type to be? You can identify wired, Bluetooth, everything in that capacity. So you're able to identify that, make that very clear. So from a sales perspective, this gives you a high-level diagram. You can then attach this to your proposal as you send it to your customer. So it stays with the proposal. From an engineering perspective, again, after the proposal's been signed, once the project goes on, then you can go deeper with everything involved in terms of your connections. So again, drag and drop all of this straight from the quote. And it's ready to go.